Hello? How's everybody doing today? Sorry about the late start. I was a little busy earlier today. Actually, like literally right before I turned stream on, I was a little busy. I tweeted out, I think I forgot to put it on Blue Sky because it was so abrupt, but one of my very close longtime friends was going through some problems and called up good man Dane, to be there for him. So, you already know, I dropped everything to be there for him. And we ended the call, and now I'm streaming. So, I'm here. Today I was supposed to either finish Fire Red or start Pokemon Diamond. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not playing Pokemon today. I'm not gonna lie again, I'm not finishing Fire Red, dude. If that invalidates my experience with that game, I don't even care. I am so done. I'm so done with Fire Red. That game was so bad, man. How did anybody play those? Like, jeez. Like, it's like seriously soured the generation for me, if I'm being honest to you. I don't know. Pretty crazy stuff in general. I don't think that I'm planning on streaming for too long tonight. Just a quick little chat, make sure everything's going well. Get some of my social juices flowing since I don't really have too many opportunities to, like, I guess journal. I think that streaming is best when it's like journaling, right? When it's a bit of a diary. When you're able to just talk about the things that have happened in your life. And then you get to interact with so many other people and hear their thoughts and opinions on things as well, which is always really cool to get like that unbiased perspective about stuff. I wonder if I should I, how do I make this like bigger? Bigger? Surely there's a way to increase my brush size, no? Like how do I want to like erase all of this white stuff. Do you know what I mean? I don't know how to do it. Surely there's a way to... Hold on a sec. Maybe if I just do it like this? Oh no, that's so bad. That did not work the way I wanted it to. Why does the outline still exist? Paint bucket, you fool. You're not doing what I want you to do. Is there a way that I can... Surely there's a way I can do this. Should be 3 circles by the brush, no? I don't see them. Do you see them? You should have my entire screen available to you. Remove background, flip, resize and skew, color picker, magnifier. I'll do some recon. I appreciate it, Miss Red. I appreciate it. Yeah, I got nothing. Maybe there's something here? Nope, nothing. Well, regardless, I think it's fine. Yeah, we can do a little bit of something like this. We can do like this. Stream is live. How does that work? I see the drop down on my screen, but it seems to be missing from your side. Huh. I must have the MS Paint Lite, the free version. Yeah? Between color and shapes tab? Huh. In between here? Interesting. When I drew these 3 lines, it kind of reminded me of sheet music, right? It kind of reminded me of like, do I still remember how to do this? Yeah, like that? Is that how you draw the treble clef? It's like that? Or it's like something down here? Hold on, I need to look this up. God, I'm mad that I don't know how to read music anymore. Treble clef. Okay, so it's start at the bottom, right? Start at the bottom. And then I go up and then swirl, swirl, like that. Boom, treble clef. How's that? How's that for a treble clef, huh? Pretty good, huh? Not bad, not bad. You're such a composer. I think it's better to be a composer than just a poser, no? I'm known for my creative masterpieces, right? I don't even remember how to do the bass clef. The bass clef is really easy, right? It's like dot dot. Like that's the bass clef. It's really easy. Right? Like this. That one's a bit more clean. I haven't read music in a really long time. I played guitar, like orchestral acoustic guitar for 8 years? 9 years? 8 years? I think 8 years sounds right. And I was in musical theater for 5 years as well. So I've got a little bit of a music background. Studied a little bit of music theory. Wasn't super interesting, I'll be honest. Felt like there was probably a reason why I didn't stick with it. Not that I didn't enjoy it. It just didn't really click. It wasn't the most important thing in the world to me. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of feel that way about music in general right now. Like I can really appreciate the theatrics of music, but it's not something that like I need in my life 24/7, constantly just streaming into my ears, you know? I think there's like a time and a place for it. And I think that what it brings to art as a medium is really valuable, but otherwise, I have not spent too much time indulging in music. Too much time indulging in music. But yeah, I've got a pretty big presentation tomorrow. I've got a long call with a couple of team members regarding a lot of my work as a data scientist, which is very cool. Really excited to show all the stuff that I've researched and studied and analyzed for the past about a month, roughly a month. So hopefully I can get some good marks on that. And people will see some value in me working in this department rather than in something else. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for regarding work. Good luck with the call. I hope it all goes well. I'm hoping it goes well as well. So I've never been nervous when it comes to public speaking. I think that streaming probably helped, but honestly, even before I was streaming, I've never been super nervous about public speaking. So realistically, as long as I go in confidently, I think that I'm good. As long as I go in confidently, I'm able to answer questions, and I'm able to like kind of bounce off of them and create a dialogue between us. I think that we're probably good. I think that we're probably in the clear. Right. How scarce do the candies get? So I'd be grinding or just burning candies. Candies. And then if you grind it, then just start grinding. No reason to just sit on them. Using them first will ensure maximum optimization of minimum grind time, right? Okay. What else do we have going on? Yeah, so what else has happened? I was rating in 14. Sorry, I went nonverbal for a second there. I was reading stuff that got sent to me. I was rating in 14, and so Thursday coming into Friday stream, I slept an hour or two, I think. I stayed up kind of late, helping a close friend of mine with some of their resume. They're entering the professional world shortly. And I wanted to make sure I kind of gave them my full attention. So I did. And it ended up reaching past my bedtime. So I personally, once I like go past my bedtime, there's like a weird window where I'm just like unable to fall asleep. So Thursday coming into Friday for stream, I had like an hour of sleep. So I was like frustrated with Pokemon. I was frustrated with lack of sleep. And then I went to go raid in 14 and I had a great time, but I was so cooked, right? I was so absolutely cooked, so short on sleep. And then Saturday happened as well, right? Saturday happened, and I once again did not sleep for whatever reason. And it wasn't until Saturday into Sunday that I got some sleep, and last night into this morning that I got solid 6 hours. I wanted to do this joke. So it's daylight savings happened in the West, at least. I know a lot of countries don't participate in daylight savings, but I live in the United States. We do participate in daylight savings. And so this morning I said, something brightened my day this morning. It was daylight savings, literally. Get it? Cause the sun rose earlier in the day because of daylight savings. So daylight savings brightened my day. Is that a good joke? Is that wholesome? Do you guys hate me? I thought it was cute. Come on. Surely I get a little bit of sympathy on that one, right? Anyway, I said that in my group work chat and I was ignored. I was plainly ignored. So we'll see. We'll see how I don't know. I can't be funny. I don't know what to say. I always whenever I watch other streamers, they're so quick-witted. It's like genuinely very insane to me. And not that I need to be like a super funny streamer, right? That's not like what I'm trying to get out of streaming. I don't need to like make people laugh 24/7. But I will say, I wish I had like a fraction of the wittiness of like the really, really funny streamers. Like just someone will say anything and it just boom, immediately turns it into a joke. Like, how do you do that? Do you know what I mean? Like, if you watch other streamers, then certainly you'll see it, because other streamers are far more talented than I am at like entertaining and keeping people active. But you know, I'm certainly good at yapping. There are a lot of times when I'm streaming that I probably don't devote as much attention to yapping as I probably could. And maybe that's something that I need to kind of focus my prerogative on when I'm streaming. I need to ensure that I'm always striving to be a better streamer, because streaming is a passion of mine, so I would like to be very good at it. I don't really care about the popularity. If I get popular, then whatever, but I would like to be the best streamer I can be, because this is something that's important to me. So hopefully I can just keep on showcasing all of the good points of me, right? It's mostly charisma and confidence, to be fair. Being quick on your feet and all that. I mean, so I've been described as charismatic and I've been described as confident. I don't know if that comes through when I'm streaming. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. But I'll be completely honest. I think that other people are just straight up smarter than me. Like, I think that maybe they have more practice. Maybe that's the big thing. But dude, they're so good. I'm passing by to say hi. Hi, Name. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you coming by to say hi. I hope that everything is going well in your life. I hope that everything's going so swell. Everything's going swell in my life, I can tell you that. I'm probably going to stream up until the last ad break, so probably another 35-ish minutes, unless something happens that causes me to stream a lot more, but just a quick little hour-long stream tonight. It has been. I got one of my very good friends, she's a moderator in here, Red Azalea, to play Library of Ruina, and she's enjoying that. She just unlocked the slippers for Hod. That's how far she is in the progression of the game. So she has been enjoying the game. Took her a while to start it out, but yeah. Looks like you're in a good mood. I am on a very good mood. I am in quite a good mood right now. Everything in my life is going very well. I really can't complain about anything. And I'm not having a depressive episode either, where like everything is going really well in my life, but then like I also still feel really shitty. Like my work is good, my fitness is good, my work-life balance is good. My streaming is fun. My social life is good. I get to talk with my friends a lot. I've never been happier, if I'm being honest. I've literally never been happier in my entire life, if I'm being honest. Which is really crazy. To say that. because when you say that, you reflect on all of the times in your life that you were happy and all of the times in your life that you were sad or upset. And to say that I am probably the happiest I've ever been in my entire life right now is very big for me. Because I went through a very long time of not being happy. I'll be honest with you. I think for pretty much from 2021 to 2024, I was very unhappy. And it took me 9-10 months of 2024 to really get here, but I can say fully confidently with not a single doubt in my mind that I am the happiest I have ever been in my entire life. And I'm going to start crying literally talking about this because of how important it is to me, how hard I feel like I've worked to get here. But I am very, very happy. I'm very, very happy. And I'm happy that I'm able to be a happy person on stream for you guys. I know I'm probably not the most important person in y'all's life, but I don't like spreading negativity. And when I'm upset, I feel like everyone else is upset too. I've always been told I'm very infectious that way. Has its pros and cons. But I'll say I'm happy that I have someone to share it with. It's very awesome to be able to talk about my thoughts and feelings on here, even if it's just journaling about my life. We are getting a little bit past fall up here in Minnesota. We're entering like the gray zone of winter, where it's just constant overcast, kind of damp, overcast and chilly. Which I don't mind. I don't mind the overcast and the chilly, but I will say, I think that autumn is a little short here in terms of like where I want to permanently end up. I'd like to have the trees be red, yellow, orange a little bit longer before we get into the grays of winter, right? Hello, Miss Azalea. I was actually just talking about you. I was just talking about how I finally got you to play Ruina and how you're actually playing it now. That is in fact the other Red. I call Azalea though. I've always called Azalea, whereas I call you Red. I do think it's kind of crazy. I think that, I'll be honest, my average viewers are like 4 to 6. But I really only have female viewers. I really only have women who watch me. Not that I'm complaining at all. Because I am largely gender agnostic. I kind of just treat everybody the same. But I do think that it's kind of funny that none of my guy friends watch me stream, like, ever. I did say I do play things as long as I don't miss a couple of days. That's true. Did you play it all today or no? Busy with Pokemon. Busy with the Pokemon. Was Pokemoning? That's fine. I was Pokemoning too. I'm 140 Togepis into this Togepi shiny hunt. Here, actually, I might as well just show you. Let's open it up. Let me show you how many, only 160 more, hopefully. Let me show you how many of these frickin' Togepis I have. So this is a fan game. This is Pokemon Vanguard. Pretty fun. I've been enjoying it quite a bit. But literally, look at how many Togepis I have. Like, dude, come on. Surely I can get... surely I can get a shiny in here somewhere, right? So is it for a side quest or are you just insane? I just want a Togepi. I just want a shiny Togepi. It's my favorite mon in this game. I can say that wholeheartedly. Honestly, base, I just want it. You know? If all of it is whatever anyway, then it is what it is, you know? But yeah, I've been quite enjoying this game. This is a really cool mod. I'll say, I think that this mod is straight up broken. I miss shiny hunting. I just don't like modern shiny hunting. Loved it in Gen 7. Yeah, I mean, so I'll admit, I don't think that I'm super huge on shiny hunting in general, but I think that like I'm enjoying the game to the point where I really want to what's it called? Where I just want to like devote myself to the game, you know? But yeah, I think that this is like actually the most broken mod I've ever seen in my life. I don't know why they give you access to this. I'm wondering how difficult the next section of the game is going to be for 4.0 when they release the next like set, because this is the most broken Pokemon I've ever seen in my entire life. It's pure water, has defense Moxie, very good BST overall, right? And then look at that move pool. Like, I don't even know what to say, right? Like, that's just crazy, no? I don't even know what else this thing can learn. Let me see what the relearn on this is. Oh, whoops, I checked the wrong thing. Tackle, so it gets Rain Dance. It gets Flip Turn. So there's that. And it gets Bulk Up. So it can set up, which I don't think you really need because you have Moxie anyway, right? You have defensive Moxie. You have Flip Turn, so you have access to Water U-Turn. You have Rain Setting. Like, yeah, you're literally the only thing it doesn't have is Recovery, which I can tell you right now, I think the other one gets. So this is very similar to how Calyrex, Shadow Rider, and Ice Rider worked. There's a water one and there's a psychic one, and they split up. They split into two. When you fight it initially, it's both of them. It's a water psychic Pokemon that has both of the stats, and its Moxie is both defense and special defense. And it's very broken. It gets access to like stored power, gets access to it's broken, right? It's just straight up, it's broken. And you get to choose which one you want. And I decided to choose this one, but yeah, I mean, oh, sorry. What I was saying before is the other one got Life Dew, which is like half of a recover, or like close to half of a recover. I think it's a little more, it's 33%, if I remember correctly, but it does get recovery. And I mean, regardless, I can just put leftovers on this anyway. So if you have that high of special defense and you get that much, like I got a 50% defense increase every time I get a kill, and I'm pure water type, like. And the crazy thing is, I'd imagine eventually I'm going to be able to get the Psychic one as well and merge them back together. Psychic removes your sound weakness. So, like, this thing's just going to be unstoppable. Yeah, I don't know why they decided to give you a legendary this strong. It makes me worried about how difficult the next part of the game is going to be. But I mean, there's a lot of really, really strong options that they give you access to. They give you Scale Shot loaded dice. This thing's got huge power, Leech Life. This is like an Azumarill, but with Leech Life and Bug Stab. I don't know. It's a lot of fun. I'm a big Pokemon fan, in case that wasn't made apparent by the fact that I've been playing Pokemon almost nonstop for the past few months. So I love Pokemon games that games that know what the fun part of Pokemon is and kind of expand upon it. I think are really, really cool. And I think that this game has a very solid understanding of, like, I like exploring the routes and exploring the towns and seeing that, like, there's things to do on the routes and in the towns and et cetera, et cetera. So I think that it does quite a good job. I'm pretty happy with the game. Highly recommend, unless you're against playing games that haven't completed yet. But I will say it took me about 18 hours to get through it. Anyhow, I must promptly catch some slack in times like these. Have a good one, y'all. Thanks so much for stopping by, Name. I appreciate it. I appreciate you catching up. It means a lot to me. I hope you have a great rest of your evening. Let me check how much time I have before the ads run. So I've got 25 minutes until ads run. I think I'm going to cut stream right before the ads run, and or cut stream right as the ads run. I'll let them rock. I'll say my goodbyes and then let the ads rock. But what else? I don't know. Charge is peak? Oh, from so long ago when I said that I didn't enjoy Charge and Limbus. Holy moly. Yeah, I listen, if you enjoy Charge, by all means, but I am fully converted over to Bleed right now. I am a Bleed gamer. I am a Bleed gamer. I think that Tremor is also quite fun. I think that it's a cool combo deck. But I think that Bleed is very enjoyable. I did the Not Dawn fight in LOR, and those pages look so much fun. I want to make stuff with that. Is that the Bleed stuff, Miss Azalea? I think that it is, right? Yeah, that's the Bleed stuff that Hod gets. So Hod is very slashing and Bleed oriented. And so the big thing is, and you don't realize this until later, sorry, but once you finish a floor, they give you ultimate cards to work with that are called, are they called ego cards? I don't even remember what they're called, but you eventually get like ultimate cards that you get to use. And they are very, very enjoyable. Yeah, I don't really have much else to say about that, but I quite enjoy them. You get the really, really big cards. I don't know. Eventually you get to the point in LOR where it just becomes like super fun deck building and like making the decks that you want and like making the kits that you want, etc., etc. There's a couple of things that I wish that they could have expanded upon, but for the most part, I can't really complain. I thought that LOR was very fun. Very, very fun. So I am glad that you are enjoying it as well, to say the least. To say the least. How is my mic technique tonight? I'm speaking a little bit more quietly, a little bit more into the mic. It's a little bit easier on my voice to do this. I also think that it makes me sound a bit more audible, rather than doing my bigger, more active voice. I'll probably go back to that. I just kind of felt like being a bit more somber today. But if this sounds good, then maybe I'll continue along my intonation being more similar to this. I'll probably watch the VOD tonight and just see how I feel about it. It's kind of hard for me to tell how I sound when I'm speaking. I need to listen to the recording about it. ASMR, equal volume to music, but I can hear you ebbs and flows into each other. Yeah, I don't think that this is how I would ASMR if I was to. That's something that I am interested in, though. I don't know. ASMR is such a big money commitment, though, because you've gotta soundproof the room. You've got to get the expensive mic. You got to get the space for the soundproofing, right? Because you got to like set up the studio so that you get the proper stuff. Got to get all the triggers. It's such a commitment. Because something that I'm a super, super huge fan of in terms of ASMR is what's the word for? I guess it's long scratches, like long, slow scratches, kind of like the sound when someone's scratching your head. Maybe that's like a trained thing for me because people used to be very touchy-feely with me before COVID. And then COVID happened and like, touch withdrawal. Everyone was so touchy-feely with me back then. And then COVID happened and now I moved away from everyone. I don't touch anyone. So, if it sounds good, then I'll keep it like this. I could probably stand to lower the volume of the music a little bit, but like I said before, I'll probably listen to the recording and see how I feel about it one way or the other. I like listening to nature sounds. I don't know how I feel about nature sounds a lot of the time. I think a big thing for me is feeling like a person is intentionally doing it. Maybe that means I'm lonely, if I'm being honest. If I'm being completely honest, I'm probably the expert at being lonely, right? I think I'm pretty good at being lonely. So, if there was anyone that was very fond of alleviating loneliness, it'd probably be me, right? I think a big thing for me is that my loneliness, back when I was super lonely, which I talk about like that was a long time ago. This was only a couple months ago that I was feeling really lonely. But all of the moments in my life that I have been lonely have been very different from being isolated. It was like I can't make real connections with people. I felt estranged from my parents. Felt like I didn't fit in with any particular group. And instead just kind of was participating in every group. Then I came to school, I met some people, they felt like they couldn't be themselves around me because of like the crowd that I attracted, so the people that I did like kind of ended up getting pushed away, and then Snake of Ether happened, and then Cisco happened, so a lot of that went around, and then I moved away. I moved to Minnesota from the East Coast, and I felt true isolation. And I don't know, anything that can even remotely mimic that human connection is very alleviating for my stresses. Very big fan of attention, I guess is the best way to put it. And scratches just kind of feel that. They feel very intentional attention, you know? Makes it feel like somebody cares. But I've said for years at this point, ever since I got into ASMR, and it didn't cure my insomnia, but it certainly alleviated it, that I've wanted to get into ASMR, because pretty much every experience that I've had in my life that has been game-changing, right, that has alleviated something for me or opened my eyes towards something or given me some sort of life-changing experience or emotion, it's been like my sole purpose to give other people that type of experience. I would like to share that with other people. That's what's really important for me. How I really am isn't how I am in person. Honestly, only recently have I actually started opening up truly with y'all. The unfortunate irony is that I like being to myself, but not talking to people gets me lonely. But I understand wanting some human connection. That's how mukbangs kind of started, right? Yeah, so I think that the biggest thing in life that I have learned is that there's not really a time limit on anything. And I actually just got finished talking to whoever I was talking to before stream that needed a serious talk with me about this, that no matter what happens in your life, no matter what pressures are put on you, no matter what is going on in this greater world around us, I mean, tomorrow is a very pivotal moment in a lot of people's lives, right? So long as no one's dying, it's probably not that important, and or it can get fixed in post. Right? You can be stressed about not having a job. You can be stressed about mooching off of your parents. You can be stressed about social hierarchies and social commitments. There's so many things that can create anxiety in your life, but in reality, a lot of it is very constructed. And as long as you just give yourself time to breathe, work on it as however, whenever you want to, things all work out in the end. I was asked if I believe in redemption and second chances right before stream. And I know I talk about this. I talked about this with my father. And I'm probably in a very small minority here, but I don't think that cutting people out for good is ever truly healthy, personally. I think that a lot of people who are very vitriolic towards the people that have wronged them, and I know I've said some mean things. I'm not perfect. I'm not acting like I'm a saint. I think that not giving any opportunity for growth is a little closed-minded. And a lot of people just say like, oh, you know, once a cheater, always a cheater, or if they've acted like this in the past, who's to say they're not going to act like this again? Let them, you know? I think that this mentality that we're not allowed to make mistakes in life is something that was sanctioned upon us very, very early on due to the education system, if I'm being honest with you. Let people make mistakes. Let people make mistakes. Mistakes are good. They're the only way that you can grow as a person. I don't think I have regrets in life. I used to say that I don't have any regrets in life. I have regrets in life, but I don't think that I'd go back and stop any of the quote unquote bad things in my life from happening, you know? I was asked, like, if I was to go back to being like 5 years old, right? Go back to 2005, 2004, would I set up my life in such a way that the Snake of Ether would happen again, or that like the Smash Bros. Fallout would happen again? And like realistically, I probably, at this point in my life, I don't need to do them again because I've already grown from them. But if I'm asking, like, if would I change things for a younger Dane so that he didn't have to go through those? No, because guess what? I said this at the beginning of stream, but I'm the happiest I've ever been in my entire life right now. And I don't think that I would be if I hadn't gone through, you know, fallout with friends, fallout with loved ones, fallout with Smash Bros group, fallout with Snake of Ether group. I'm the happiest I've ever been in my entire life right now. And just because I've had bad things doesn't make the good things not as good, or doesn't mean that I'm not allowed to be happy in the future. So I'm okay with the bad things that have happened in my life. I have many regrets too, but if I were to change them, who knows where I would be now. And despite everything, I like the people I know currently, and I wouldn't want to lose them. Exactly. I have a very good social standing with my friends, the people that I'm very proud to call my friends, people that support me through highs and lows, throughout many, many, many things that have happened in my life. I have a very nice little group of community that decides to come through here and listen to me yap about nothing. Sometimes they watch me play video games on occasion too. I've got a really, really nice job with a great group of people that I'm working with, something that I'm very proud of that I'm doing, something that I'm very happy to be doing as well. I've got food that I'm able to eat. I'm living freely. I don't have money problems. What's there to complain about? Literally, what's there to complain about? Nothing. Literally nothing is the answer. I know that question was rhetorical, but I literally have nothing to complain about. So there it is. That's all, folks. I think that's probably a good note to end it on, if I'm being honest. 45-minute stream. Probably my shortest stream in a while, but I just wanted to make sure that I got a stream in, because streaming is important to me. And I very well could have just been like, hey, y'all, sorry, it's a bit late. I don't really want to stream, but it wasn't long enough. It wasn't late enough for me to not stream, but it was late enough for me to not play games. So here I am, streaming, doing a little bit of talking and journaling, because I do think it's important to my mental health. Any stream is a good stream. I appreciate that. That means a lot. I will say, I think that I'm in a very unique opportunity where I'm able to talk to people about my feelings and about my life in a completely judgment-free space, I guess. I don't really have to feel guilty about throwing it on other people, because you guys signed up to be here, right? You guys were the ones who clicked on the stream. I don't think that I can ever properly, truly explain to you how lucky I am to be able to do this. A lot of people talk about streaming in terms of, oh my God, like I have thousands of viewers. I'm so happy I can do this for my livelihood, blah, 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 blah. Just in terms of me being able to talk about my life and my feelings and kind of have a little space in my life, even if it's just for 30 minutes or an hour, to talk about the things that are happening and reflect on them and get some closure on them. It's something that I took for granted growing up, being able to just do that. So if there's any way that I can ever return the favor, if you guys ever need to talk completely judgment free, just reach out. I have been placed in a very unique situation where I am able to benefit from it, and I'd really like the people that I care about to benefit from it as well. I can't stress how important it is that I've been able to do this. And even if you don't want to reach out to me, might I suggest just starting a diary? Or even just recording videos and yelling into the void to 0 viewers. It has been life-changing these past 5 months that I've started streaming, starting with Drakengard 3, and then moving into Nier Automata and LobCorp and meeting people. But the one thing that's really stayed is at the very beginning of the streams, I tend to talk about my life, and I don't know where I would be without it, if I'm being honest with you. So thank you guys a whole lot. Whether you were here from the beginning or whether you're a new viewer, I really do appreciate it. So I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. I think I'm going to play Gravity Rush tomorrow, but I am going to call it there. I think that's probably a pretty good note to end it on. Yeah, thanks for sticking around. I appreciate it, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.